What's up, guys? It is Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the Virtue InCharge into the Dye R2 loader.
And why? Because who's the best source for paintball?
That is lonewolfpaintball.com. Okay, so you guys have seen the R2 videos before on how to take it apart, how to put on the speed feed, but you've probably never seen one on how to install the Virtue InCharge battery pack into this bad boy. If you guys do need to know any of the other stuff about it, go watch the previous videos. I've already kind of disassembled the shell on these because if you guys are an R2 owner, you know it's very over-engineered. It's good. A lot of lock tabs to keep it in place so it doesn't just burst apart on you when you take a bad dive, but I'll show you here in just a second. So obviously you got your top shell. Back here is where you're going to be, you can either raise your hopper to 260 to the one side or actually take the top shell off when you slide it to the other. So obviously slid it to the other, take the top shell off to access inside of the tray. Bring it on in, Mark. Bring it on in.
Here I come.
Okay, all right. Here he is. All right, he's there, he's there. All right, so go watch the previous videos, but just a real quick recap on how this inner tray kind of pulls up and slides out. Both of these tabs here, you've got here and here, need to be slid back because when that shell is on, you can actually push them forward and lock them in place. So make sure those are slid back. And then back here, you're going to pull this all the way up to the unlock position and be pressing both of these black tabs inward. And then this is where the tray will be able to pull out. So push those both back, push these two black tabs in, and then you'll be able to pop this bad boy out. It's going to take you a little bit of time, probably might hurt your fingers. That's why we kind of pre-disassembled it. So now diving on into how am I going to install the Virtue InCharge battery pack into this hopper. Let's take a look here, kind of see what components we have inside.
What's the retail on these InCharge?
They're $49.95.
Ooh, good value.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, if you don't want to keep replacing your AA batteries, then yeah, buy yourself a Virtue InCharge. It's all lithium ion. So, okay, we'll get to the wires here in a second. There's a lot going on in that little bag. First things first, though, I'm going to dive on in and want to take this old battery pack out. It is going to be one screw right in there. So I got my small Phillips head screwdriver. I'm going to dive on in and pull that screw out. Oh, my guts fell out. We'll get those reinstalled later. Oh, more guts fell out. The screw, trying to flip it upside down. Okay, so now that we have that screw out, your battery pack should pull up and out. And so one simple screw, obviously you got your Velcro strap there. You can set that off to the side and you can see exactly where this bad boy plugs into. It looks like we've got a two-prong. Can you see in there, Mark? Got a two-prong position?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so once that screw comes out, grab your needle nose pliers and slowly wiggle that bad boy out. So this is what it looks like when you actually get that out. So you've got the two-prong. So we're going to pull that out, and then the InCharge, we're going to, so I need, on the inside of the InCharge, it's a three-prong, and then we're going back to the two-prong that's going to plug in there. So you need a 3 and a 2. Let's pull this sucker on out. Let's see what kind of neat little trinkets we got. That one should probably work. It's a smaller 3 and a 2-prong. Some of these other stuff for the Spire 5, the IR2, stuff like that. So that's probably going to be our best option. The nice shorter cord. We don't need a bunch of other stuff going around there. So let's see where this bad boy is going to line up at. Just making sure. So yeah, we're going to run right there. So now, where's my screw? There it is.
So guys, it does come with extra screws. If you can reuse the original, do so, but you may not be able to. The original screw might not be long enough. You'll have to try it. And
correct, depending on the length of where we're at here, you might want to use the one that comes into the actual baggie itself. Okay, so now we got that positioned in there. Let's grab our 3-prong and plug that bad boy in first. And we'll plug that in. I'm going to push it down with that screwdriver I just used to make sure it's nice and secure. I'm going to come over here and we're going to be plugging in that 2-prong. Let me flip the cord around. I'm going to grab these because these will probably help. grab that 2-prong and get that lined up. You got to get it, obviously it's a hard angle to get at, but that's why I always use the nice little tools that we have here. So if we're going to put this bad boy back together and see if it's going to drive or not, Mark.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Well, we'll find out. I will find out. It's going to be a mess, huh? Ooh, okay. She works, she works. Now the reassembling is going to be on them. We do have a video on how to install it on the LTR as well. So check out that previous video we did. Mark's going to back on up out of the way. And guys, if you don't know how to install it on the R2, now you do. And as always, SlowMoPaintball.com.